Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. And as well, we celebrate people, places, and positive news. My name is Dr. Kemi Akiyode-Adebayo, also known as Dr. Mama K. And in today's program, as we start the month of October, we will be celebrating Nigeria's Independence Day, which is the 1st of October. So yes, the 1st of October was when Nigeria got its independence from Britain. And today we just felt, okay, we want to highlight some pictures and other stuff that shows you what Nigeria is about. We will be highlighting more, later on this month about what makes up Nigeria. The food, the culture, the people, the language, the music, which is definitely known all over the world. Everywhere you go now, you hear Afrobeat. And Afrobeat is not the only music from Nigeria. We do have other music from Nigeria. But at the moment, Afrobeat is making us proud. I am a Nigerian. I need to put that disclaimer out there, or small print so that you know. And yes, can't wait to celebrate more of what Nigeria is about. And today we just wanted to feature the General Assembly meeting, which was held sometimes in June by NICASA. NICASA is an organization for Nigerian citizens, which is a national organization in South Africa recognized by the Nigerian consulate. And the Western Cape had a General Assembly meeting where they had speakers, amazing Nigerian speakers, who graced that day. So we wanted to feature that specifically on today's program. And we're going to be hearing speech and address by the following people. Mrs. Peace Ezeobi, who is the chairperson of the Nigerian Women of Goodwill, who are doing amazing things with Nigerian women in Western Cape. And as well, Coach Oscar Pastor as well, Emeritua, who is the CEO of Billion House Consulting, and he is the National Deputy President of the Nigerian Citizen Association South Africa, NICASA, and as well, Honorable Vincent, who was the former President General of Abia State Union in South Africa, and as well, last but not the least, a young man, as I call him, that I admire so much for really putting back in the community, Dr. Apostle Henry Izuma, who is the chairman for the Nigerian Citizen Association South Africa Western Cape. So, enjoy.
Thank you. In our agenda, that is my welcome address, and that's the welcome address. But before I go to the state of the association, to come to the podium and share 1 or 2 words within the shortest time to our people. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a round of applause for the President of E77, my Honorable Azerbaijan. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Please encourage you, put your hands together, please, put your hands together. Let him talk to us regarding encouragement and what the Lord has put in his mouth. Thank you so much, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. Are we cold? Yeah. I know there is winter, but at least the way we're sitting together, at least we'll be able to keep each other warm. I'm deeply honored to be called. They said, let me come and give a word of admonition to all. I want to thank the leadership of NICASA for this honor. Today, we gather here in unity and solidarity as a strong community in Cape Town. We are here not but as representatives of a rich culture, a vibrant heritage, and a resilient spirit. The General Congress, called by NICASA Western Cape, serves as a pivotal moment for us to come together, to reflect, and to admonish ourselves for the greater good. In the face of adversity, we have always risen above challenges that life has thrown at us. We have left our homes, our families behind to pursue better life, to seek opportunities and to carve out a brighter future. But let us not forget the struggles that have accompanied us in our journey, the sacrifices that we have made, the tears that we have shared, and the hardships that we have endured. Today I stand before you not only as a leader, but as a brother, as a friend, and a fellow Nigerian who has witnessed firsthand the trials and tribulations we have faced in this foreign land. We have been tested, we have been pushed to our limits, and sometimes made to feel like outsiders. But let me remind you that we are more than the challenges that we encounter. Our unity is in our strength. And it is imperative that we stand together as one, irrespective of our differences. We must rise above petty division, tribalism, and personal ambitions. Our collective success lies in our ability to lift each other. Wherever we are, whatever we do, we must always lift each other, to support one another and to extend helping hands to those who are in need. But it is not enough to simply gather and express our frustrations. We must take this moment to reflect deeply within ourselves. Let us examine our actions and behaviors as individuals, as families, and as a community. Are we living up to the values and principles that define us as Nigerians? Are we treating our fellow countrymen and women with respect and dignity that they deserve? Are we actively contributing to the growth and development of our community? See, this answers all lies within us. It is time for us to do some introspection. Let us look at ourselves as a people. Let us come together, let us sit down, let us be private, let us reason, let us look at ourselves, let us do some self-improvement and a renewed commitment to being the best versions of ourselves. Let us challenge ourselves to be ambassadors of change, advocates of justice, and catalysts of change. Our actions today will shape the future of our community, and it is our duty to ensure that it is a future we can all proud of. As I look around this room, I see the face of resilience. I see determination, and I see unwavering spirit. I see a community that has the potential to achieve great things. And I want to urge us, I want to admonish us to please let us harness our potential. Let us channel it into positive action. Let us build bridges instead of walls. Let us empower ourselves instead of oppressing ourselves. Let us uplift each other instead of undermining each other as a community. My fellow Nigerians, let this Congress be a turning point, a symbol of our collective determination to rise above the challenges that have held us back. Together, let us create a community that fosters unity, embraces diversity, celebrates the rich tapestry of our Nigerian heritage. Today, as we gather in this General Congress, I want to take a moment to urge each and every one of you to please increase your support for this association, NICASA, the umbrella body of Nigerians in South Africa. NICASA has been a beacon of hope, a voice of advocacy, and a pillar of strength for our community. It is through the tireless efforts of NICASA that our concerns and grievances have been amplified, our rights have been defended, and our voices heard. They have fought tirelessly to protect our interests, to provide essential services, and to foster a sense of belonging in this foreign land. NICASA has been a lifeline for many of us, providing vital support, guidance, and assistance during times of need. But let it be clear, NICASA cannot do it alone. It requires the unwavering support and active participation of each and every member of our community. It is not enough to simply be a passive observer, expecting NICASA to work miracles without our collective input. I urge you to get involved, to actively participate in the activities and initiatives organized by NICASA. Attend the meetings, contribute your ideas, and volunteer your time and skills. Let us come together as a united force, working hand in hand with NICASA to tackle the challenges that lie ahead. Supporting NICASA means supporting our community. It means standing up for our rights, advocating for our interests, and creating a better future for ourselves and for our children. Let us pool our resources, both financial and human, to ensure that NICASA has the tools and means necessary to effectively serve our community. Remember, NICASA is only as strong as the support they receive from us, the members. We must rally behind this umbrella body, empower it, and enable it to navigate the complex landscape of our existence in South Africa. Together, I believe we can make a difference. I believe in each and every one of us here. I believe in our power of unity. And I believe that together we can create a better future for ourselves, for our children, and for the Nigerian community. And I believe that if we can put our resources together, if we can grow a very good community, we will be able to grow a very prosperous community as Nigerians. I thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What a wonderful piece you just delivered now. I think they said the word is enough for the wise. Isn't it? Thank you so much. Please, more round of applause for him for the last time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let us just quickly go straight to the address. If you can look at the agenda number, look for it and get a copy for yourself. So we have magazine, both national and provincial, all the activities of NICASA is an opportunity you can use to advertise your goods and services so that people can reach out to you and subscribe for that. Thank you. And herein, I will be picking part of my address this evening. And it's very important that we listen as we go along. In my state of association address, in other words, state of NICASA address, NICASA Western Cape, I can start by saying great Nigerians, great Nigerians, greatest Nigerians. I know we are cold. We are cold. We are very cold. But I tell you, we'll be warm. We are made with food plans to make sure you eat warm. Okay, hallelujah. Great Nigerians. Great. All right, so I bring you greetings in the name of the Lord God Almighty. It is a great privilege to be alive in the land of the living and to be able to contribute in the leadership of our Nigerian community in South Africa and Western Cape province in particular. Kudos to the finest men and women who have shown commitment and dedication in serving their fellow Nigerians with their finances, time and energy. May I start from my President General, the National President General, our amiable national leader, Honorable Prince Benjamin Ogodi, the members of the Board of Trustees, the members of the National Executive Council, and indeed the entire leadership of NICASA in Western Cape for seamless service delivery to fellow Nigerians through incredible and praiseworthy leadership. The Western Cape leadership has manifested enforcement agent high-handedness and brutality, criminal and hoodlums attack, hospitalization assistance and relief aids, as well as debunking allegations and stereotyping against innocent and law-abiding Nigerians. We have also assisted in free repatriation of Nigerians, either as a result of sickness or relocation for good back to Nigeria. We have done this separately, and one of the testimonies that is very, very visible and everyone can attest to who have been working with us closely is a case of a man who was given few days to die in Tigerbed Hospice. Few days, I said few days to die in Tigerbed Hospice. My brothers and sisters, NICASA swung into action and rescued him. They told us that this gentleman is going to die in few days, that it's better you guys take him home, that his people can see him buried in his home, that when he dies, it's going to be more difficult to take care of his remains. NICASA Western Cape stood up and went for this life and made sure we gave him all the necessary assistance, and he was meant to die at home, but due to our swift intervention, this man who has been diagnosed of HIV, of TB, of cancer, of stroke, one person. So doctors have examined him and found out that he's not going to make it. And they said, come and take him. He's just like a vegetable. But NICASA came and rescued him. Today, their family, they are happy, they are taking us, they are sending us. A man who has been written off. Just imagine the power of hope. NICASA was able to give him hope to say, we are your brothers, we are your people, we can support you. You are not going to die. It's not your time. These and many more are one of the things we are doing to make sure we give you a sense of belonging as Nigerians, that we can join us together to have a strong and formidable community. That is number one. There is another guy who also was wrongly accused, but NICASA came to his rescue. He had bought a car in the name of a lady who he was dating. But when the relationship became sour, the lady decided to blame the vehicle. And when the lady took the vehicle, he found the vehicle in the seaport. And he went to tussle with the lady and tried to retrieve his vehicle back. But according to the law, that car belongs to the lady because it's whose name the car is registered under. So there was a fight and he was apprehended. Nobody could come for him. His family were hiding place. The ambassador of South Africa, before the mantle came, the deputy ambassador called Cape Town, the Nigerian leadership in Cape Town, NICASA, and they said, what can you do to help? We don't know how to manipulate the issue. We know we're in high places, but you guys here on the grassroots, you know how it works. My brothers and sisters, NICASA went and followed the matter from prison. I'm telling you, from Portsmouth prison. NICASA we used the lawyer to get tired. They said, this case is going nowhere. I said to them, no, we at NICASA, we're going to make sure that we get to the bottom of it. If they want to jail him, let them jail him. If they want to free him, let them free him. But we want to get to the end of it. The lawyer said, bring this, we continue. Until he was released. And not that he was released to go and come back. We followed the matter and made sure they squashed it. When we're like you are being given bail, he was discharged and the case squashed and he received his bail. Reverend Dr. Adobe, which is the PFN former chairman, that particular guy I'm talking about, worshipped in his church. In fact, with that same lady. So we're not just making up stories. And the guy was free. Till today, he's enjoying his life. But I can tell you, he's not even amongst us tonight for the people. Because if you have been in a situation where you felt alone, no one can come for your rescue. No one can even defend you or represent you. You know, it's almost close to death. I've been in that situation, and that's the reason why I believe that with us joining hands together, we can get a better community. We can stand together and say, no, we can stand for each other. So today, he's a happy man, he's a free man, his family, everyone is happy. In moving forward, not the only thing, but quite a lot of things. NICASA Western Cape also saw we did not only rescue our people, but we found also justice. NICASA Western Cape saw through the apprehension and imprisonment of the hoodlums. Justice was served. May their souls continue to rest in peace. Before we go to the next agenda, we are going to study it. Prepare your questions, everybody. If you have questions, pertinent questions or issues you want to raise, it will be addressed as we deliberate. So just it's going to be under the matters arising. Prepare your questions and all of that. And when you look at that, after number 5 is number 6, which is one of the most important things we're going to do today about nominating the IEC. It's quite unfortunate. In fact, I must say it on camera. I must say it quite on camera that I'm disappointed by the PFN not being here. Because the PFN were duly informed, they were given enough time because they were very credible in terms of our last election. They are supposed to be here to make sure we do the needful, and they were pre-informed prior to this moment to be here so that they can, there are some roles they have to play. But unfortunately, they are not here for any reason. I'm not okay with that. Let's see what we can do. So number 6, take note of that. Number 6, inauguration of IEC for the ushering in of another meeting. So let me quickly recognize before we go to matters arising where most of you are going to have your time and talk and then make contributions, then we can move there. So I want to recognize the presence of my brother Eddie is here. You are welcome, sir. Respect to you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So on the matters arising, if you have your question, you are more than welcome to raise your question. Oh, of course, wait. Please put your hands together for my leader, the Vice President of NICASA National. Honorable Coach Emetue, he is the Vice President of NICASA National and he's been there for us. He's the CEO of Billion House Consults. Thank you so much. For those of you who are looking for Nigerians that are legit and professional, he's one of them. I've learned Philippines on his tutelage as well. So please, round of applause once again for this is my order in terms of the NICASA. So thank you very much. Let us, I'm now open to your questions. If you have one, you want to make a contributions unless you go to IEC, unless you can go to IEC nomination. Yeah. So, is anybody having any question, reactions, comments, criticisms, contribution? Otherwise, we can, while you prepare yourself, we can move to IEC. Honorable Marcos, Happiness Madora. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sure. Please, come. Honorable. Sorry, excuse me.
President, my name is Bertrand. My dad is a member. My chairman, sir.
Yes.
My question goes to you.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to use the question to thank you for your action. And on the lines of what I saw this evening now, what you said, it seems like the Russian hospital, this ladies to go out. But my question is, actually, where the people that will go from? Tell us anything about it. Tell us the reason why there's this not here. And I believe this, I don't know what that knows you do, whether it's that you have 4 years experience or you have 4 years what you did to the NICASA or what. I think it's a little bit that you don't have to have a lot of fish on the hand. So you don't think that you don't see anything. I'm talking like, and thirdly, I believe that we haven't dissolving this thing and appointing the new INEC. I believe, to me, because your office, the account of your office has never been done, because the thing was the account, what the really is, who you well, who you sort, who you bring out to the cell, who you send back to the union. How do you run this thing? As a I believe anything about this is honestly. And you don't get a second. You only send Nigeria one and Trump and the Nigerian union had put this to give it. This is when both here. This is the first time we do the meeting. What is the reason? Why is that today the first time we do the other 4 years? Thank you.
Anyone else? Any? Yeah.
Good Nigerians.
Yes.
My name is Sir Adebayo. Sir Adebayo.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
My question goes like this. When can we Nigerians have a place to call our home here in Cape Town? Because I have been here for 19 years now, and there's no particular place Nigerians, giant of Africa, can call their own home. I mean, it's quite appalling. Secondly, how long will it take us to have a place where we can issue Nigerian driver's license, original Nigerian driver's license, and passports, not running up and down each and every time? Thirdly, is it not better for us to be having this kind of meeting quarterly, every year, instead of once in 4 years or a year about? Thank you.
All for the IEC to.
Oh, sorry, did you answer Mr. Jeffrey's question? Yes. About the benefit of.
Yeah. All right. So let's take. Okay, prepare your question while we're going to come back here very quickly. Let me allow my national vice president to take the podium very quickly. Then we can come back to the nomination and the matters arising. Thank you very much. Please round of applause to the sponsor.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Great Nigeria. Great, greatest Nigeria. Awesome. Chairman, I greet you this evening. Secretary, Financial Sec, and Protocol, if he's still here, and the entire leadership. I want to greet all of you from respective state leaders. I've seen some of you. I also acknowledge the presence of some of you that are leaders in your cultural association. You are recognized. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, leader of the Women, Nigerian Women Association, Madam Peace, yes. You and your women are highly, highly recognized. In fact, we cannot really do much without the women. So while we're looking towards election, I would like to have women take over the reign of leadership in NICASA. Madam, please do everything you can to see if this can work. Men seems to have tried. We've done, let me not say we failed, but I believe what a man can do, we can do great. All right, today I want to extend greetings from our national leader. The one message, actually I was supposed to be in Johannesburg this evening. I don't know how many of you are aware, our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, is in the country. He arrived this morning, and the CG asked that I need to be there. He's doing a presentation tomorrow in Pretoria. He sent the notice very late, so I said I don't know if I can make it. But that said, our leadership will be there tomorrow. We're going to pay a custom visit to the former president. The CG has requested we do that. I actually drafted a letter in the car while I was coming, so we can have an audience with you tomorrow. Now, why do I have to tell you about this? Some of us that are seated here or in this room have stayed in this country for well over 10 years. This year will be 10 years here. Some of you are kids, 20, somebody said 19 years here. The truth is, when you get home, even if you never thought about this, go stand in the mirror, look at yourself like the very first time you came. Whether we like it or not, time, let me not say age, time is gradually catching up on us. Yeah, the time we stay here is going to. Yeah, I didn't want to maybe make it look so offending like I'm getting old, but yes, we're all getting old. Okay, the white hairs are coming out. Our face, the wrinkles are showing. Doesn't matter how you want to paint it. And the question again is this. I asked this question when the first leader of NICASA was taking up reins of leadership. My question is, like, for how long are we going to continue like this? For how long? How long are we going to be so clever? We are among the smartest people. Let's say this country, let's not go the exploit that people are doing in other countries, but we are among the smartest. That doesn't mean all those small negative things they said are not true. Some of us know people who do those wrong stuff, so they are true. However, let's put that aside. The thing is, we are smart people. But does our coming together shows our smartness? There are different communities in this country. The Indians are the most formidable. I had a friend from one of the universities who wanted to engage with the Nigerian community. They wanted to see how strong we are. They were doing a project and they just wanted to do some case studies on the different communities that they've identified that is strong in this country. They choose to go with the Indians. The Indians seem to be well more organized. But that doesn't mean we don't have among the smartest people in this country. Go to British school here, the specialist hospital. Go and see how many specialist Nigerians are there. Is it in varsities? Is it in... So we have people. And you see, we behave like people that cannot be led, all because we are too smart to be led. And that's the whole reason for our fragmentation that is not even helping us. Like the chairman said, they can pick one person, break you, destroy you, kill you, do whatever. But if we are united, we become strong. For example, someone pick you up, and before you know another Nigerian stop over, before you know there's already a crowd, they will run. They just cannot. There is power in numbers. There's power in numbers. So please, while you walk out of this room today, I'd like you to go back to think, for how long are we going to be with this, our own mind? Thank you, the current executive, for bringing this number together. It's not about numbers. You will always know that there's this law called the 80-20 principle. It is always 20% that do 80% work. So when you see a group strong, no, it is not because everyone come together. No. There are dedicated 20%. That principle is been acknowledged, is globally acclaimed. I didn't initiate it. You go just check it on Google. There's always, even in your village community, there is always 20% doing the whole work of the whole association. But how do they move forward and become strong? It is because the other 80 just accept, let's go with the flow. So even though it is 20% carrying the bodies, you may not like this chairman. I told him the other time in the presence of the CG, I said, I may not agree with him all the time, but there's one thing I cannot take away from this apostle. It is that this guy is one person. Call him at 10 o'clock, midnight. Tell me that I have been called. I just passed the message. There was once I was in Durban for a meeting, and then they called me by the police, whatever penalty. There is a Nigerian on the street. I forwarded it to him. Within 30 minutes, he called me back and said, I'm there. Can you link me to the person that called you? He is that one. Please clap for him. At the consulate, like the High Commission, I said, this guy, sometimes you may not like the way he comes, like a very hardcore, what do you call them? Yeah, but he has a heart for the people. Do they pay you? Do they give you fuel money? He can go to someone and say right away if you say, is there anything wrong? I knew it for the time 1 year that I was the interim leader, they can call you, I hear there and there, and when I quickly handed over, he was always every nook and cranny. These are the kind of 20% we need in our community. If all of us can all come together to just give him the support we can, not him, the entire team. Now, for every one of you that whether you believe NICASA is going to stay or is just one of them, that is the association, the national government, back up to the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs work with. My certificate has Abigail. She personally handed it over to me. I still have a photo with her. The representative from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was there. Their whole mission was there. We are recognized, not just in South Africa, we are recognized back home. Yes, sir. I am not saying anything else. Whether you accept it or not, there are calls that are privileged information. In my small position, I get to receive that I cannot say. Whether you believe it or not, that is the association the government work with. Recently I was in court. I had a small little issue, and they got to mention that I'm the national leader, and then they said the consulate, it was a done deal. They just said, no, you can go, we already know who you are. Now, it pays when we are together. It pays. The reason I'm saying this, I want you to leave. Become the next 20%. We're not looking for the whole Nigerian. All of us will not. Don't believe that. All of us will not come together. But if this becomes the 20% that is leaving this meeting today with a new mindset, for how long? Some of us came in here looking young. It was all black hairs. The white hairs are coming out. But we are still being fragmented. For how long? They are still telling you, don't mind them. These ones are small boys. you know where we came in? It was in this hall here. Somebody told me, Oscar, you just came. We've been here 20 years before you showed up. For how long? For how long? We don't even have a community house like somebody is saying now. We don't even, as compared to our numbers, we have zero nothing to show for in terms of strength collaboratively. We don't have anything to show. But people are still bewitching you, telling you that don't mind them. Oh yeah, don't mind them. They are small. They are not small people. They are all recognized by the premier of this province, by the mayor of this province, the Western Cape police. I was there. The CG took all of them, introduced them, and you are still saying this is not the people to work with. I am not telling you a story. I was in that meeting. If they've never bragged or tell you about it, that is today. Why did the CG send me a message? You and your executive needs to meet with the former president. I have the message here and it's really what I want to see. So the question is, for how long are we going to be fragmented? All in the name of our small. And the problem is because you are not the head, because it is not you, let it scatter. Because it's not your gang or your clique, your fraternity or whatever, because it is not. So that selfish, small personal selfish agenda is defeating all of us in the whole community. Just look at it. Because of this small selfish that, if it is us, yes. Because of it, you are chosen. Ladies and gentlemen, as we walk out here today, please, they're calling for election. All this criticism, show up, please, show up. Show up, they didn't do it well. Come and do it well. It's free. The time he leaves his house, I know you all know in fact, these two, all of them here, you always see them go to attend to our issues. And they don't get paid. Initially, when we were starting, somebody said, Oscar, you said that those people, they don't pay you, they don't give you something. They don't give. It is us using our money all for the back of us. The question I want you to leave is, for how long? How long are we just going to continue like this? So ladies, gentlemen, walk out of this room, say, I want to be that 20%. I want to move this community forward. Forget all those talk. Let's see it in the next 5 years. Like I said, I told you then, Old Mutuals, Metropolitan, name those financial institutions, they are waiting if we can put numbers together. They will give us a plan for our people. We cannot mobilize simply because one smart individual said, follow. But this is the association that even the government, during passport, they said this is going to and do it. Why can't we just put this madness? Can't we see it's breaking us? For how many years Nigerians has been in this Western Cape province, yet we don't have something formidable that we can work with and even be proud of. Not even a home called Nigeria home. Why? So please walk out here. Tell yourself that I'm going to just join them. I'm going to support. He works for everyone. Whether you remember, as long as he's a Nigerian, as a citizen, he answers to everybody. Can we please have a change of mind? That's all I wanted to come tell you today. Can we have a change of mind, irrespective of where we're from? State, city, west, north, south. Can we just let this go? And then tell ourselves, let's see what we can do in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years. For those of you that is asking, when are we going to have our own center? Right? The CG, these cases have been presented, so it's not like we don't present it, we are not saying it. It has been discussed with the former CG, the current CG when he came the last time. We have a good number. How can we find a way so our people doesn't need to be traveling, or if they do passport, they will wait for 3 months. These issues have been brought up. And again, these are not issues that the CG sits on his own power and says, let's open consulate mini. He explained that day what it takes to get a mini consulate It's not his power. The Nigerian Parliament needs to pass that order, communicate it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Foreign Affairs will communicate to DRICO or Department of International Relations South Africa. The host will say, okay, yes, we consider here. They will be the one to tell you. So it's not a small process that you just say, CG will just say, okay, we are opening. Yeah. No. These are country-to-country dialogue. Nigeria can pass the bill, but if the host country doesn't feel or see the need for, it will not work. So the case has been up. All of these small ways to support us, assist us, make things easy, we are speaking them. They are speaking it. But, you know, the change that happened today didn't start today. That change, probably somebody has been finding it, somebody has been saying it until the thing matures. So, we believe maybe it didn't happen in the last regime. Maybe in this new state, something can happen. But again, please, as I take my seat, I want to beg every one of you. For some of you that still keep giving us bad name, change, please. Okay? Let me ask you to change. Change, please. Okay? Then, instead of you giving us bad names, just go on a hiding. Then, even if the High Commissioner told us last time, he said no nationality, no nationality in this country is perfect. All others, they are doing one crime, one thing or the other. Not because they are encouraging, but you that don't have physical means of livelihood, can't go buy Bugatti, park for house, your car pass the house. Like, what are you telling you? What are you telling your neighbors?
So true.
What are you telling? This is what these CG excellencies are saying. Just pipe low. Pipe low. Nobody knew when you were poor. Great, we know. But when you hammer, pipe low. Go into, whenever you go into your club, have fun, but pipe low. Just, you know, you already know how it came. So don't overexpose. These are the small things. Take a look at Durban. Court is killing us. Court. When we went to the police station, what did they tell us? Cases of Nigeria versus Nigeria, killing this one hard. We run away from that trouble. Sorry, but yes, we run away from that place. We are here killing ourselves. There's some Nigerians that have gone back because of frats. Can we please beg it in the name of peace, in the name of God? Just pipe low. Do whatever, however, and you get your life. But pipe low. Then let's find a way. If you know the good ones, promote them. And at least thank you so much for what you do. If you know our good ones, when they are clean, push them for front. This guy is an engineer. When they say professional, say I know one. I know one. I went to Rosebank to deliver a presentation sometimes, and then they said there's a Nigerian here. I was proud to hear something like that. Let's try, please. So tonight, what are you living here with? We're starting a new round of election. Please don't sit on the fence. Get involved. Number one. Number two, please try and be the 80 or the 20% making the change. Don't leave it for some. Just tell yourself from today, I will work with these people anyhow I can. Anyhow I can. Just get involved. And the last one, please, if you know those where they do bad things, just advise them on the side. Tell them I'm back low, and the ones doing good. Let's open them up. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Wow, more round of applause to the guys. My honorable and my brother, my friend, Coach Oscar, and my coach also. Thank you so much. That was a thunderbolt. Thank you so much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, one round of applause for the national anthem. Thank you so much, sir. You hit it very, very hard, and I believe the word is enough for the wise. People, we are about to round up our meeting today because I'm so much concerned about the women so that they can go look after their husband, because by grace of God I am married, and there are some time I wouldn't like my wife to be outside. So Okay. All right. So, and who is? Okay, somebody's going for that. Actually, so let me just quickly recognize the Vice President of ESACO, Mr. Honorable Bello. Please, where are you, sir? Where are you? Wow! Round of applause for him, please. Please, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Ask it on Tabo that I asked of him, Honorable Tabo, and so many of them. Yeah. So thank you so much. Okay. So please, the very, very last thing on the agenda, and before we go there, let me allow the women leader to just greet us. Honorable Protocol, please come. Come, sir. To pass the mic if she wouldn't wish to come out.
Great Nigerians.
Great.
Great Nigerians.
Great.
Greatest Nigerians.
Great.
All right, my name is E77. Thank you so much for the invitation. NICASA Western Cape. Thank you for this opportunity and the privilege to be here. I will start by commenting you and the entire executive of NICASA Western Cape. Having listened to a lot of things that are happening, the activities that NICASA Western Cape has been doing, regardless of whether we have felt it individually or not, I must say that it started as an easy thing to convene people to be in the position of leadership. I, for one, can stand here with my chest and say that it's so saddening that our community has been deeply wounded by division and trying to sell through convene people in order to build a community that we all should be proud of. How do I put it? It's image draining. But at the same time, we choose not to lose focus because we know where we are. So on that note, I want to appreciate you and commend your entitlement for your sabbatical, for your resilience, for all your efforts, what you have been doing for this community. And at the same time, may I tell you that it's certainly not about number, because I also make a reference to men of good and how we started our journey, our local roads and all that. And we choose not to live on them. The best way to always silence the backbiters is just keep going. It doesn't matter how many people choose to be in your train. It doesn't matter who wants to come on board. But what is always important that we keep saying, we know what our mission is, we know what our goals are. Set your goals, keep your eye on the ball, and sooner or later people are going to start to do. But regardless of whether people choose to be on the steps of the government, keep moving forward. At the end of the day, we need each other. It breaks my heart when I come in and I see Nigerians, as huge in number as we are in the Western Cape. We see a lot of entities that it does not and should never define us in any way. It's not going to be about God number. Let us see ourselves here tonight as diamonds. Let's see the customers of diamonds. We can't come in small packages. Then let's continue to believe that we are going to continuously do things, just like the National President mentioned, 80-20 principle. Let's keep moving forward. The betterment of our community is our individual responsibility. We all have a role to play. You and I have a role to play. It doesn't matter who chooses to come aboard. As we walk out here tonight and go, let us hit our chest and say to us, you know what? We can do this. What legacy are we leaving our children? What example are we leaving behind? So I come back against and I say to them, you know what? We are gathering, building a community, bringing Nigeria never continue to live a self-life in the community we find ourselves and in our society at large. Once again, I congratulate you and I say thank you so much. And do not let this light extinguish your hands. Keep moving forward and bigger things ahead. Thank you.
Please, more round of applause for the leader of Nigerian women. Mama, thank you very much. We appreciate you. You know, I love you. Of course, not better than Oga, but I really love my sister. You have been a lot of support and encouragement. Thank you for the kind words and all the words of motivation and out of the abundance of your wisdom. We appreciate it and we take it home very, very, very serious. Everything you said, I've noted it down and we'll never relent. Thank you so much. God bless you. Round of applause, please, once again, please. All right, can I allow the woman, our doctor? You know, I'm also a PhD, but there's another PhD here. Yeah. So the PhD, you know, to pass high school difficulties, you know, that kind of PhD is the one I had, but that's a better PhD, well recognized that is there. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my fellow doctor, Honorable Mrs. Dr. Mama K, the CEO, Bold Move Africa. Let her say hi to the house. Another science.
I was actually going to sneak out at some point after she spoke. I was actually going to sneak out. Not because of anything, but because I felt inspired by you. I felt we're on the road to change that we're all praying for. So I won't repeat what most people have said. I was really inspired by the address, by the main speaker there. So as if I was listening to the president of our country. But that's the beauty of what we have in Nigeria. We talk. We're creative. We're beautiful. And I believe as well, hearing everybody the questions, some of the questions that have been asked before, but it's good to hear them again so that they don't disappear and things that have been done about it. Coach Oscar, thank you as well for all you're doing. And Apostle Dr. my brother, you will not forget town. I'm proud of you. And I believe most of us here are. So all I would say, I don't want to repeat what you said. My sister spoke so eloquently on behalf of us women. And Coach Oscar knows now it's about how do we get our women onto the table. And I know yesterday the challenges for women, childcare, taking care of partners, business, and so on, might not allow some of us to spend more than 2 hours. So I'm glad that this was started. Reasonable, very, very reasonable at a good time. Which I felt I was late, so my apologies. So we want to see the meeting start on time.
Yes.
We want to see the meeting finished on time. 2 hours, whatever way to reach the maximum, so that our women can be here to especially those who look after the children. I hear some of the men, can be here because of other duties. So I think all I want to emphasize, and I'm going to stop, and I probably have to leave immediately, because yes, I've been up all day about 4 or 5 events. I haven't even had lunch or dinner, so I need to work. Thank you. I really just appreciate you. And particularly my brother, even the think of things, going wrong, being said, you keep going. And thank you to all the team members who support you. And I just want to remember our late other sister who was in NICASA. May her memory, continue, soul continue to rest in peace. And the memory of how she pushed so much onto the team. I am just valuable, I feel so blessed to have met her. So I hope, Madam Peace, we need more women on that side. So we need to, and not just women just to be there. And not just women that they're there and you are men don't listen to. I have to state that. That you don't undermine. So we need more women. Our mothers are part of who make a nation great. So even if we have our men, you need to find your son. Don't just, press on more. What I always say all the time, not for women to be numbers, but for them to be active members and for their voice to be heard. So please, I'm appealing to us all. You all are married, what girlfriends, sisters, and so on. Why did you not bring your sisters along? Why did you not bring your wife along? Even your apostle, I've never really met your wife. I don't think I can. No, I'm being honest. Bring your wives, bring your sisters, bring your girls, and that's where it starts. Coach Oscar, I know yes, it's difficult if you have little children, but if things are planned properly, we will have a meeting here, have a room for childcare, for people to bring their children, and we pay somebody to be there to watch them. Very well noted. So, yes, start bringing the women. I'm glad I'm not the only voice here. That's why I wanted to sneak out, that I've got this powerful other four ladies here, as women standing here, with us. Anyway, sorry, the power of the mic. I need to stop. Once you give me a mic and keep going. But thank you. I think it's just to say thank you. Daddy, now go to say thank you so much. And thank you all for being here. I just want to close with this one. And like she has said, and I think you already do that. Even if it's 5 of us that are here for a meeting, the rest were not meant to be here. That's the way I see it. Yes. So don't feel you fail. So far, the time you use for that meeting, you're deciding on not just talking, but on action. So let's start taking more action. She mentioned legacy, our children. I was in Delft 2 months ago, and I go regularly to Delft. No, I need to actually, and we're doing a food security project there. And this young girl, I don't know, I was just fascinated with her. And they came up, and the person leading them said, "Oh, my sister, don't want to do that. Each of us is from your country." She doesn't know her father. She doesn't know you. I'm just trying to say, but she still bears a name. In fact, she knew the meaning of her name. So we do have our children in communities around Cape Town. So we really need to take action on things, and we have a lot of people doing good work. I can name a lot because I've met most of them. So please, let's not be discouraged with numbers. Let's keep turning up on time as best as we can, and act as well. Nigerian House,
Mama K. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Our meeting is, we're going to skip a certain aspect of our agenda, and the leadership will look at it and then get back to the general public. So, yeah, which is the nomination of IEC, because we had agreed and decided to put it up in the PFN, having done a good job last time, quite credible election to be that they should do it this time around, but they are not, none of them is here, no representation for them, they are not anywhere. Thank you. So we're going to skip it. I'm going to like one or two of my colleagues to just say, and we're about to close actually for this meeting. Our food is here. It seems they forgot the takeaway, they were telling to dish the food. So yeah, so if you are here, yeah, you are honorably waiting for the food actually. So thank you very much. So I just want to, in waiting for that, I think the guy is going to come very shortly. So in waiting for that, let's have one of my honorables to say one or two things. He's the chairman of the standing committee of NICASA Western Cape. Give him the mic, Honorable OBJ, yeah, to greet the people quickly.
Okay, we're on People and Places, and it's Dr. Mama K, and I've got a dear sister. I'm sure you've seen her before on one of our programs, and this is a program, the General Assembly by NICASA Western Cape, and this is a formidable lady. She is, she spoke so well earlier there. So, my dear sister, Mrs. Peace Eziobi, you are tell us who you are actually.
Wow, all right. Thank you so much, Mama K, for having me here again. It's a beautiful evening, pretty cold though, but then we beat the storm and the weather to be here. It's pretty exciting, you know, when Nigerians are called together and all that. First off, my name is Mrs. Peace Eziobi, the current chairperson of Nigerian Women of Goodwill, an association trying to bring Nigerian women in Western Cape together to support, inspire, and motivate one another, because you know, home is very far. We can always have each other's back, you know what I mean, so to be each other's support system and all that. And today, as we can see, you know, NICASA called out for the community meeting and all that. We can't help but, you know, beat the weather and be here, because wherever Nigerians are called, I want to be there. Likewise, other people. Quite unfortunate that with the weather condition and all that, a number of people couldn't turn up. But it excites me, because at the end of the day, we are pursuing one community, we are one nation, and I know that for us to achieve greater things, you know, we should come together and hold our hands together. And they say, if you want to go far, we go together. So that is one of the reasons why I had to be here.
And what was your key takeaway from today?
You know what, the highlight, a number of things. First off, I want to once again reiterate and, you know, in my appreciation of the current executive of this association. It's not an easy ride, you know, to read Nigerians, you know how we are. Everyone is clever, everyone is brilliant, everyone. It's just Mr. and Mrs. Know It All and all that. It's not an easy thing when you have a nation filled with intellects and all that. Everyone wants to be on top and what have you. But at the same time, the leadership has done pretty well, considering the community that we found ourselves in, deeply wounded by division and all that. A lot of, you know, parties, a lot of fragmentations and all that. But they have been pulling their weight. They are doing what they have to do, irrespective of what they have in their plate. But I'm pretty happy, you know, with what they have done and achieved so far, and I know that greater things still lie ahead for them. Right. That is one thing.
So in closing for me, I want you to just send a message to our Nigerian women, because I know a lot of them, sometimes they want to attend events like this. Today being Youth Day, we should have seen more youth in there. what message would you send? And I think just if you send that message directly.
Oh, all right. Hello, my beautiful women, Nigerian women. They always say, just like the saying, what a man can do, a woman can always do much more. We need to integrate ourselves in community building. We need to come out. I know many a times it could be work, it could be childcare, it could be just anything, business, work, you name it, that could be keeping us from getting involved in community development or community building rather. But at the same time, once in a while wouldn't hurt. We all need each other. We all need to stand together. We need to hold our hands in order to make our community what we want it to be. When we speak about changing narratives, it begins with who? It begins with you that is watching. It begins with you that is going to hear this voice. It begins with all of us. We are all responsible for the message and how people interpret Nigerians out there. If you can step up and do your part, and I come forward to do my part, and every other person comes, the circle becomes bigger, the narrative will be changed. So I call on you to step out of your comfort zone, join the chorus, join the vehicle. Let's make Nigeria great in Western Cape. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madam Peace, and we wish you and your organization all the best. I can't wait to come and see what else you're doing in there, and we will be following you.
We actually are planning to do a small event of sort, again, another platform to bring Nigerian community together, men and women, this August month to celebrate Women's Month. So definitely we look forward. I'm going to send you a proper invitation for that community, Nigerian community in Western Cape. Watch out. We have something coming up.
There you go. You've heard it from her. August, they'll be doing something amazing with all these powerful Nigerian women who are impacting lives positively. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
God bless you, Mama K.
Okay, we're still at the General Assembly of the NICASA of Western Cape. I'm with another young man who has been involved in the organization, but I'll allow him to introduce himself. I'm calling everybody young because today is Youth Day, so we're all young. So can you tell us who you are and your involvement, just briefly?
My name is Honorable Vincent Onyema-Nzekwe. I'm from Abia State. I'm the past chairman of Ohanes Ndibo here in Western Cape, and former President General of Abia State Union here in South Africa.
Awesome. So how was today for you? Because a lot was said about leadership, about legacy, and a lot of other things. What is your key takeaway from today?
Honestly speaking, I have to appreciate the present executive of NICASA. They've really done well, despite the hustles, despite the pressure they are facing, but they delivered. Honestly, the executive are really trying. You know, to serve a community is very difficult, but with the way they've been handling things, I really appreciate their effort.
Especially we Nigerians.
You know, we Nigerians are very difficult to control, but at least they really tried, and I really appreciate. Even if for them to go for second tenure, they have my support. Thank you so much.
So what message you want to share with young people, Nigerian boys, girls here in South Africa, or even our men, just briefly?
Honestly, well, I just want Nigerian community, let us come together, we know where we come from. It's very difficult to control Nigerians, but I just want us to come together as a community. I just want us to come together as a community to build our stay here in South Africa. I want everybody to put his or her hand together to make sure that we build our image and have our respect here in the city of Cape Town or in Western Cape in particular. I just want to appreciate even our youths that are not here today. The executive have to reach out to them because we don't want to have a community, a youth that will lost, in their senses of reasoning. We want to bring our Nigerian youth together so that just like our mommy have been going to most of these locations to see our young ones, let us bring them together to actually know that they are from Nigeria and we have our own culture here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable. We wish you all the best and we'll keep making Nigeria great, keep impacting lives positively. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, mommy.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, we're still at the General Assembly of NICASA Western Cape, and I've got another very backbone of NICASA Western Cape, but I'll let him introduce himself to us. So, who are you? Please introduce yourself.
My name is Coach Oscar, they call me. I'm the National Deputy President of Nigerian Citizens Association, and by virtue of me residing in the Western Cape, so I'm part of the team here that organized this meeting.
Right. So how has today been for you?
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
great
what's the
one.
key takeaway?
It was a great one. Firstly, let me commend Bold Africa. Thank you for all the support. Nearly all of our community meetings, you are there, and you even sponsor some of them. So I want to, on behalf of our entire organization, say thank you. Thank you for what you do. Now, today, I think the dialogue is around calling our people out. We have the numbers. It's not like we don't have the number. We have the number. But part of our struggle is how do we all come together and achieve something great? We know the usual say, one, you can do a little, but when we are more, we do a lot. So today's dialogue conversation was centered around, I specifically talk about the 80-20 principle. And that was to ginger the ones here, not to feel, oh, I'm not here, the other ones are not here, and then we are not complete. No, we complete. It's always 20% who do 80% work in any organization anywhere in the world. So if the people here, everyone here, decide to say, you know what, I take responsibility, I'm getting involved, sure, there will be much more ripple effect in the community.
I really love that. And what you're saying now, though, is there's a lot that was said, and I'm going to put this on you. What one action are you hoping that we can take from today that you, as the Deputy President nationally, can take for NICASA, nationally to address in terms of action?
I think partly, part of our, from today, the action, or if you ask me, what we expect is let's continue to go out there. I talked about piping low for our community people, the noise. We're not all the bad people. We're among us are among the greatest people. We have engineers here among us. We have people doing exceedingly well. Part of the action plan here is let's just all go out and whatever you're doing is your work directly affecting another of our countryman negatively or positively. So we need to introspect. Now, this is the same message we were sharing at the national. We remember, firstly, we are in an MPO. There's little we can do. So we cannot just stop somebody and say you are this, you are that. But we can continue to appeal to people's conscience. We can continue to ask for the overall benefit of all of us. Let's all pipe low. Election is right here. We're needing leaders. So if anyone here goes out, think of how to get involved. Don't just sit on the fence and hope that it's going to change. How it changes is when you get, or when we all come on board to say, let's make this change. I think that's really what's going to happen next. Now, election is going to take place, and then we're asking, we'll continue this conversation. More people, if you're good at whatever, please just come on board. Okay. A little here, a little there, the impact becomes more
Thank
impactful.
you, Coach Oscar. So
Thank
in closing, can you send any message to anyone out there? Words of encouragement.
Whoever you want to Oscar, speak to. I want to speak to every one of you listening to me, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. The thing is this, in life, you always need to first of all believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, then you can believe when we say, let's all come together. So for every impact that have taken place anywhere in the world, it all began first and foremost with someone believing in himself, and then as a community. We are appealing to our community. We have some of the best people in this country. Let's talk about this country. However, our impact are not being felt collectively because we choose to just channel it differently. So wherever you are, you're a Nigerian, please get involved. You from a place, look for the nearest one. Everyone are not all bad. So look for the one that shares your thoughts, believe in you, and then let's try to make impact in this nation. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Powerful words there. Thank you so much, Coach Oscar. Wishing you all the very best, yourself, the NICASA of Western Cape, and the national team members. And we appreciate you all for what you do, because like you said, you're all volunteers, because people sometimes think they get paid, for doing
there's
this.
a guy, let me just give you a scenario. There's a guy we're helping with the passport. He applied since 2021. One issue, and every day I'm calling, And one day he sent me a very rude message. You're not doing your job. You sent very bad message. I didn't respond. I left it. And then somehow we fought. I still help. I was communicating with the consulate. Eventually, that problem was solved. And then I took time to tell him, listen, I'm not different from you. I'm just like you. I am not being paid. I'm not a government official. But it's just that hard to, if I can help.
To serve.
That's it.
Well.
So even you can do it. And he apologized. Like he thought I was being paid. I told him this is completely 100% voluntary. So yes, that's the same thing we're saying. With what you're doing, you're changing narratives, you showcasing our best. You are there sponsoring events, all to promote our collective success. We need more like you. We need more women. We need more, in fact, more women. You know I love women. More women to also come on board and then see how we take this message out there. Thank you so much, both.
You are E for she.
Thank
well
you so
done,
much.
Coach Oscar.
Congratulations.
Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, still people and places, and we're still at the General Assembly of NICASA Western Cape, right in Cape Town. And yes, we saved the best for the last, the main man behind everything that you've seen happening on today. Let me get him to introduce himself, although I call him my brother.
Yes.
So please, tell us who you are.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Mama K. My name's Honorable Apostle Dr. Hesi Ezuma, Henry Chiburumozo Ezuma.
Hey,
yes.
mouthful, We Nigerians, we like that.
And the doctor, to be very precise, is not that I read to PhD. Even I passed high school with difficulties, but I was recognized for human services and the impact I've done from the School of California Success School in California as a doctorate honorary degree for that. Yeah, so that's why.
How are you involved with NICASA?
Oh, actually,
you didn't tell us that.
Yes,
yet.
I'm the chairman. Yeah, fortunately, unfortunately, when I'm not, when the challenges comes, yeah, so I'm the chairman. Yeah, so I'm the chairman of NICASA Western Cape. Right. And our tenure has actually come to an end. We're now waiting to inaugurate IEC so that the new ESCOs will take it going further.
Okay.
Yes.
So today there was a lot that was being said on leadership, on legacy, on engaging more women, on celebrating ourselves in terms of positivity.
Yes.
For you, what has been the key takeaway listening to everybody?
Yeah, no. Actually, the key takeaway is number one. We must, there's a wise man that says, no one is going to help you. You got to help yourself.
Right.
So the takeaway is there that we are resilient. We have to encourage ourselves. We have to support ourselves. Even when challenges are so seeming to be insurmountable, we have to support ourselves. We are so much different. So many mushrooms of association, mushrooms of meetings, mushrooms of unions, and all of that. But we can speak in different voices, as I always say. I always quote Professor George Obiozo, late leader of Ohaneze.
Okay.
He said we can have different voices, but that different voices has to be articulated by a leadership that has a sense of direction, that our community can be better, that knows what matters. So at this moment, NICASA is the umbrella body. So the takeaway is that the encouragement, the support of the people is there. So we have to go forward to reach out, to talk to other people, to come that we can be formidable. And we are very happy. It's energizing to hear people say you've done well, you must keep it up, we'll support you. It's energizing, and refreshing as well.
And I like when you added you must keep it up, because you don't want to get comfortable in, we've done well. So,
absolutely.
No, there's always room for improvement. But I commend you, I salute you, I honor you, like I said earlier on as well. I know it's not easy, but you keep going. Like you said, you're a servant leader, and you're an apostle, so I can't even say I want to preach or pray for you. But saying that said, I believe God will continue to bless you,
Yes, ma'am.
to be a blessing
Thank you
to
so
so
much.
many.
Thank you
So
so
I
much.
want to, in closing, as we close, just to say a few words of encouragement
Wow.
to anyone out there looking at the camera.
Wow,
directly.
wow. Look at you, great Nigerian. Without you, there'll be no me. Without me, there'll be no you. Trisano, Ubuntu. We have to be there for each other. And I want to tell you, no matter our disagreement, let us disagree with an understanding. We disagree to agree, because we can do and everything we can. But if we don't have the common interest of the growth of the community, for the community to thrive, it's a mere waste of time. So I call on you, let's join, let's support NICASA. It's the umbrella body, is the only association recognized by the highs and lows, by the High Commission, by the Consulate, by the Federal Government of Nigeria. We can come together, because they say one broom can be broken easily, but a bunch of it cannot. United we stand, divided we fall. One love, my people. Let's work together.
One love. Thank you so much, Apostle
Sure.
Dr. Henry,
Yes,
Honorable.
yes, Mama.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Dr. Mama
So,
K.
well,
Sure.
that's all we've got time for this episode.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to share more of what Nigerians are doing to positively impact lives in Cape Town and across South Africa as a whole. So, this is Dr. Mama K saying, till next time, stay safe, stay blessed. God is love.
Thank you.
Thank you, NICASA Western Cape, for that General Assembly which you're trying to get people from Nigeria together and the community, local community as well, whereby we find out more about each other and to empower and encourage each other. The speakers, the guest speakers were all amazing. Thank you for your input and for promoting Nigeria in a positive way, because most of the time, sometimes what we hear are not things, are mostly negative. So for me personally, wherever Nigerians are being spoken about in a positive way, I want to be there because I believe Nigerians are doing good everywhere they are, despite everything else. So this is a nation of over 200 million people and still counting, with challenges and issues which sometimes, yes, is disappointing and sad. However, there are still a lot of positive things going on for us in Nigeria as a country, and being the giant or one of the giants in Africa, because I think that is questionable now. Who is the giant in Africa as an African country? But yes, we have many giant countries in Africa. Well, as we continue, and we will be featuring a few more people, just to celebrate some of the amazing people who are Nigerians in South Africa, in Africa, across the world, who are impacting lives positively. So follow us and just watch out for more of those episodes in this month of October. Well, that's all we've got time for, and we continue to still celebrate South Africa in terms of the Heritage Month that we recently had in September, and can't wait to just have more celebrations, be it sport, dance, talent, and so on. And yeah, what an honor it is for me to call myself an African. So till next time, this is Dr. Mama K saying, stay safe, stay blessed, and thank you so much. Eshe Popo.